Someone recently pointed out to me that my horse usually backs up when he stops, and they wanted to know why he does that. It's because I've been gradually over time doing an exercise with him. It's an exercise that back in my grandfather's day they did with horses to try and encourage the horse to move collected when you're riding, and they did this by teaching this to the horse on the ground. This exercise actually teaches several different things, but the main objective of the exercise is that when you walk the horse forward, you ask them to stop and you get them to back up, take a step backwards. You're taking the weight off the front feet and placing it on the back, so that when they start to walk again, the impulsion is coming from the rear and not the front of the horse. And the objective is to, in the beginning, like with my horse, just get him to stop and back up. The end result is that you get him so that he stops and only leans slightly back, so that he's leaning into the back and getting the impulsion when he starts off. But my horse is only at the point of stopping and backing up. The other thing that's being taught in this lesson is that whenever I pick up the rein, he's to start and move forward. That means walk up. When I put the reins back down, that means he should stop. So I'm teaching him that cue. Oh, one back. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nice. Walk up. I also want to point out that I much prefer doing these type of exercises with my horse up close with him like this. It's rather than lunging and things like that, because you're almost in a position as if you're riding. You're in close like you're riding. You're actually teaching something on the ground that you'll be doing when you're riding, and in a way that it's easily translated. I'm standing next to him doing exactly what I'm going to do when I'm going to be sitting on him. Yep. Good boy. Good boy. Nice job. Nice job. Aw, that's a good boy. He thinks I'm wanting him to flex for some reason. I don't know why. Walk up. Oh, one back. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Nice job. Walk up. Keep in mind, my horse is at the beginning phases of this training. When you're at the end and the horse is to the point where he stops and he only takes a slight step, not even a step back, but just a lean back, and then he starts off again and the impulsion's coming from the rear, you'll see that it rounds the back and it brings him into a more natural collection rather than forcing the head into collection where you sometimes get the rounded out back, versus this way where the back comes up. You can almost see it in a couple of the clips with my horse where the back's coming up a little bit when he takes off. But again, he's at the beginning stages of the training. If you do this type of training with your horse, you want to do it consistently and often enough that over time it just becomes second nature to him, that when he stops, he leans back, so that when he takes off again, he's in that position for the impulsion to come from the rear. You want it to be second nature that he does that on his own. Wanting him to flex or something.